So I think regardless if your child has an IEP or not, teaching your kids from an educational standpoint is hard. And when you have a child that has an IEP as well, then you have the additional stress of, okay, now there's extra needs that obviously we're aware of, and that's why we have all this additional outside support to help support them and their needs, but now that's gone. I mean, it's there virtually, but not there, I guess, physically. So, my child, for example, she has a para with her all day. So, as well as being partly in gen ed and then going to the special education room, and she still has her para there, and then she has one-on-one. So now all of those outside resources are me. Someone that did not go to school to become a teacher, let alone a special education teacher. So that's just a huge stress in itself. But having those online resources or having the virtual resources, that's helpful, but still stressful, because the way I may see or understand the concept is not a way that she understands the concept. And then I don't have another way of knowing how to explain that concept to her. So that there's always the saying, like, this too shall end. So this is just like a moment in time. We don't know how long that moment is going to be. I mean, it was a week and then 2 weeks, and now it's stretching into a month, and maybe it'll be several months, but it's just like a chunk in time. It's not going to be the new forever. We will get back to some sort of normalcy. Our new normal will not maybe be the same as our comfort normal or what we were used to seeing as normal, but we will get back to some other sense of normalcy. And I can just keep on putting in my brain, knowing like, okay, I'm not homeschooling forever. Like, that is not like what the big picture is. And so to know that, okay, there is an end in mind. Like, we don't know what that end point is, but it will end. And then knowing that I'm not in this alone. Like, every single family member is going through this at some points. Like, everybody is at home. Everybody has that same similarity that they're working through. Like, everybody, it's on their shoulders, and we're just waiting to find out like what, relying on educators to let us know like what is our next step, and then just follow them from there. But knowing that like, okay, I'm not the only one navigating through this. Maybe everybody's home situation is different, but we're all in the same, in the sense that we're all on this path wherever it may lead.
Any other final advice you have for other parents who may be in a similar situation, who may be experiencing similar emotions, navigating these unprecedented times?
I guess like the best I can come across would be like, remember what your first role is, and that is to parent. So what can you do to be a good parent? Like, offer love, support, encouragement. If you don't get, the educational components, like try, what you can do, knowing that whatever's in your skill set. So don't get frustrated over something that you didn't sign up for. Like, you didn't sign up to be a teacher, right? So why should you get stressed over it and stress them? Like, do what is provided to you at your level. So, I mean, what I can do may be different than what another family can do, and what another family can do may be like tenfold greater than I can do, depending on what's already in their toolbox. So, I mean, know what your number one goal is, and that is to parent first and to help give them a good base, so that whenever this does end, because it will, you can go from there and not have to deal with a negative environment that you put them through, or some kind of negative educational tones. Like, we want school to be positive, but if you're at home and everything turned into a negative, then that's something else that you're going to have to bridge.
That is a really great perspective and kind of a good vision for all of us to keep in our minds right now. So thank you so much for sharing that, Bridget. I think that's a great little nugget that we can all tuck away and keep close to us, because it is easy to lose perspective during these times. Mm-hmm. So thank you again so much, Bridget, for joining us today.